Jack's too go stupid.
What's going on, guys? Good afternoon, good morning if you're there on the West Coast. So I got Sergeant Sosua, I got Devontae. I don't know if Ryan and Ronin are on yet. Okay, I think not. See him. Okay, we got vacation time with Ryan. I see Ronin backstage. I don't think he's ready. Okay, he is. There you go. And we got Ronin the Traveler. What's going on, guys?
All right, we in the building.
We in the building. How's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Right. Good, man. We going back to back like Drake, man. We just was on here last night, man.
Yeah, we're going back to back. So I thought to do this was important. First of all, welcome to the show, everyone. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Everyone who's here, everyone's thing is in the description down below as well. So I got an email a couple of days. I was telling Sergeant about it. Our brother told me he paid $40 for the Dominican Republic virtual ticket. I said it's free. What do you mean you paid $40 for it? It's free. How did you pay $40 for it? He was like, well, I went on the site. I said, what site did you go on? He went on like a third-party site who bought it for him, who did it for him, and he paid $20 to go and then $20 to leave. I said, this is
no
way.
There's a site that charged people $90.
Wow.
You know, instead of you going to the real migration site and everything, by the estate site. There's all kind of fake ones you can go. I know a dude told me he paid $90 before.
Wow.
Look, but this the crazy thing. I had sent him the link to the right place. And I don't know how the hell he went somewhere else, but yeah, it happens all the time, man. Cats don't be listening.
Yeah. People aren't listening. So I was like, all right, let's do a Dominican Republic 101 just about Dominican Republic. And I thought these guys were perfect. So Devontae, I'm gonna start off with Devontae because this is your first time, right? In Dominican Republic, right, Devontae?
Yeah. Yep.
You were just in DR a couple days ago where we met in Sosua. So walk us through your process of your first time getting there to the airport. Just walk us through it.
So when I got to the airport, I actually ran into a few issues. I'll probably speak on and make a couple videos about just to make sure like that doesn't happen to anybody else. So pretty much, I got an eSIM on my phone like the day before, but I got to DR, it didn't work. So I already left the airport. So I got to the Airbnb and I'm like, damn, my phone don't work. So I had to figure that out. But luckily, I was where I was staying at. The guy that worked at the front desk, he spoke English, and he actually got the security guy to like help me out. And he actually took me to one of the stores that was selling the SIM cards, the physical ones, and pretty much helped me out. And also too, I didn't set my bank information to the international. So I was already messing up. So I couldn't take out no money or nothing. So he drove me around to like 5 different ATMs, the security guy on a moto, and I couldn't even take out no money because I was trying to figure out what's wrong with my card. So we got the phone situation fixed first, and he actually paid for my SIM card.
Yeah.
After I got my money situation figured out, then obviously I paid him back and everything. I gave him a little more extra, just for helping me out. But, the fact that, being able to just those little things could kind of like offset your trip a little bit. Cause I wasn't even thinking about anything until I got those things situated first. Cause, you need money and, you need your phone to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was his first time and he didn't know about like international credit cards, bring you some cash before you get on a plane. So this is why I wanted us to have this discussion. So I know he went there for the first time recently, but the number one thing, guys, when you come into the Dominican Republic, you got to figure out where you're staying. You got to figure out how you're going to pay for things. You got to figure out when you're going to buy your flight. If you're going to go to Santo Domingo, Puerto Plata Airport, Santiago. I think it's Punta Cana or Boca Chica, which is the airport down there. Punta Cana? Yeah, I unmuted you. Your mic is muted. Right. There you go.
But I made the same mistake he did with credit card. It's very important when you about to travel to make sure. I didn't switch mine to international, but good thing I had a lot of cash on me.
Yeah.
On my first trip, I had I think $1,600 on me, so I was happy about that. But my credit cards did not work at all, and I only bought 2 with me, and I got one of them is I use these for emergencies when you do travel in case something happened. But I didn't have them switched to international, and that was. I'm glad I had cash though. So always bring you some cash, like Cam said, man. You definitely want to bring cash.
Definitely need cash or like international credit card. I know some debit cards, they're going to charge you for taking out cash there. But what I usually do if you're in Santo Domingo, I always go to Blue Mall if I need cash. From that ATM, I think it's on the 3rd floor. Right there. It's 2 banks right next to each other. I always go there and I pull out cash. But
it's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, on the 3rd. See, I go there so damn much. So when you're traveling for your first time, I'm always thinking about where should people go first. I think Sosua, to me, if you're trying to travel to Dominican Republic, will be your first location. So we'll start with Sergeant. What do you think about that?
It depends on what you're looking for. I think the great thing about Sosua is it is a tourist town. So if your Spanish is not good, most people here speak pretty good English, and they'll help you with your Spanish. And it's small and it's safe. So you can walk around. You'll be okay. You'll meet a lot of brothers that are cool. So I definitely agree. If you're coming out for the first time, Sosua is a good spot just because of the safety aspect, the language barrier, things you'll run into, and then kind of venture out from there. I agree.
How about you, Ronin?
I think it just depends. I think it just depends what you're looking for, man. I mean, if you're looking just to have a good time, I would suggest go to Sosua, get it out your system. But if you like me, you like to find regular chicks and have, you know what I'm saying, where you don't want to feel
Yeah.
like it's all about the money, I'd say go to Santo Domingo for your first time.
Okay.
In
So
my
you got one
opinion.
Santo Domingo, one Sosua. How about you, Ronin?
I think Sosua, but I went to Santo Domingo first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't my fault. The brothers was like, "Hey, man," and they didn't show up. Everybody know the origin story.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't show up. I got stuck in this huge city, can't speak any Spanish, and don't know what the hell going on. So that's why now I made it through it. It was good, but it's a fear factor a little bit in like Santo Domingo for like especially a young guy who ain't, man, you in a major city, you don't know what's going, a lot of things moving. I think Sosua is way more easy to maneuver. Now, it took me 2 years to even go. I was on the island 2 years before I even went to Sosua. That was a mistake. Sosua was just like Keith said, man, everybody can speak English. Damn near everybody can speak a little English. And the brothers gonna grab you and take you under the wing. Like they're gonna be the first one to grab you, man. I always make a joke about it. It's like a dude going to prison for the first time. Some old dude come up to, hey man, you don't want to be doing that in here. Somebody gonna pull you to the side and kind of lace you with the game, how things work. That's what I like about Sosua. It's safe. I walked around all night. I never had any problem. Now Santo Domingo, even though you're in good area, you still gotta watch yourself a little bit. Like one of the other YouTubers' phone got stolen. You gotta watch yourself. You know, in Santo Domingo, even in the good areas, it's safe, but you gotta, you know, in Sosua, I don't really feel that. It's because it's a tourist area. The cops kind of go watch out for you more. I think all over the island, the cops will watch out for you, but in Sosua, I feel less stressed. I don't have that in the back of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Raw, you there? You muted, Raw.
Yeah.
We're talking about where should you go first? Santo Domingo, Boca Chica, Puerto Plata, Sosua. Where should you go first? Your first time visiting Dominican Republic?
Yeah, I got a story time I'm going to eventually do too. Because the first time I came there, I came to Boca Chica. Horrible story. So the point I told Ryan that the other day. I ain't even want to come back to DR after I had that. But like, you know, and if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have never came back, to be honest. But for me, I listened first. Not the first time, well, I guess technically my first time on the count was as Ryan called it, the Dominican Vice. I did Sosua for a few days, and then I went to Santos Domingo for the rest of my trip. So I went to Sosua first because I just wanted to get it out of my system, see what all the talk was about. And then Santos Domingo, because like I said, Ryan would talk about it, a few other brothers would talk about it, so I wanted to know what that was about. So I would say if it was your first time, it depends on what you're looking for. I would still say, even if you're looking for something special or whatever, I would still say at least do a couple days in Sosua. Because like I said, in that situation, you don't got to worry about the language barrier. You're going to see a lot of people, a lot of brothers and stuff out there. And, you know, by that, you'll be able to feel a little bit comfortable. Because I got cool with a lot of brothers, and I ain't even know from a can of paint in Sosua. When I was in Santos Domingo, I was pretty much on my own. Like I saw, like last time I went, I bumped into some brothers, but the first time I was on my own. I was just out there just figuring it out as I moved along. So yeah, so I would definitely say do Sosua at least for a couple of days, and then, you know, you can transition to Santo Domingo or wherever else you want to go in the island.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too as well. Because if you're going alone, like I don't think most guys, they have kind of like Ronin's situation. I was supposed to go to Colombia my first time with friends, and they ended up backing out, and I went by myself my first time like 5-6 years ago. So when you're going to somewhere, I'll say that's why I say Sosua, because Santo Domingo is huge, man. You can get lost there, and then like you don't know where to go. You don't know Blue Malls, don't know. It's just so big. When you go to Sosua, it's kind of isolated. And if people who didn't do like the research before, they don't know about like Tinder or Dominican Cupid, the girls would just be there for them, and hey, after they go, they kind of got to get enticed by it as well. Like, okay, these girls are pretty. I like them. I want to see more to the island, like a lot of people. Go ahead, Devontae.
So, I was there for about 9 days. So I went to like 4 different cities. So I would say, I pretty much listened to Ronin, like, going to Sosua first. And I think that was like the best thing for me, just to kind of get there. And, the first day after everything that happened, somebody was there that spoke English that was able to help me out. And also the brotherhood, like, I didn't know anybody there. But I quickly, I think by like the third day, I started picking everything up so fast, and knowing where everything is, and being able to network with a lot of different guys, and spent different days, with some different groups of guys. I think the first day was, I was with Flip, and we went out, and he pretty much gave me the game, and that kind of propelled me to have a better trip. So I went to Sosua, and I would say, because I know somebody mentioned they kind of prefer regular girls. So I'm kind of like a hybrid. I like both. I'm a both type of guy. So obviously I'm Trickeration Nation, but I also like the regular chick. So like there was a chick I was talking to for about a month before I got there. She lives out in Puerto Plata, and I met her out there. Took a bus, and we hung out the whole day. And then like a few days later, she actually drove all the way to Sosua, and me and her went to Cabarete. Um, I know Sergeant, about the medical facility. She actually, when I went back down there the second time, she actually drove me from Sosua all the way to Puerto Plata, and I, got into their system and everything like that. So, she helped me out with that. And then when we went to Cabarete, we went to like the clubs and stuff over there. It's a lot smaller. I think it's a kind of a little bit smaller than Sosua. It's a little bit more like the family tourists up that way. And then we went to a few days before I left. I went to Santiago with one of my friends, but he's from Miami, so he actually learned Spanish, so he speaks fluent Spanish. And I think for Santiago, might be a little similar to Santo Domingo. You need to know some Spanish.
Yeah.
You definitely need to know some Spanish and know how to move. So I'm glad like he was there, because anytime, we let him do the negotiating prices and stuff and everything like that. So yeah.
So you said you spoke to a young lady for about a month or two before you came.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much
that's
pregame.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
So
regular chick.
that's the next topic. What dating apps should guys be using before they arrive there? And we're not saying, guys, before we even go on to this, you're not supposed to Western Union them any money before.
No.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for my
Mm-mm.
car got a flat tire. My son needs a laptop.
They
My
do it
auntie
anyway,
said-
man.
Yeah, they're gonna do it
Coming
anyway.
regardless.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
gonna
that's
do
what
it
it
anyway.
is. Guys be thinking they be sitting around like we're gonna Western Union some money. But what is some apps? I know Sarge lives there, so he sees it from a different perspective. But what are some apps that guys can use? Like they know, all right, I'm gonna be out there in November, so they got about 30, 40 days to start preparing. What are some apps they can use? Want to go with that, Sergeant?
Yeah, I started before my first time coming out here. I think I started with Dominican Cupid. I didn't really like Ron said something about it a while ago. Like it's too many scams, and it's a little crazy on there. So I went to Tinder, and I met some really cool, like some ones I still kind of deal with and talk to. I met on Tinder probably about 6 months before I even moved out here. So I think that's a good app. I know brothers talk about some other ones, but for me, Tinder was pretty good. I mean, on there you can, hey, how you doing? And then go straight to like, here's my number, hit me on WhatsApp. So you ain't got to go through all that fluff on there. That's what I like. So yeah, I would suggest Tinder. I haven't had any issues with it. Everybody I've met on there, I eventually seen. So I think that's a good platform.
Running?
Definitely Tinder. But when I first started going to DR, I ain't gonna lie, man, Dominican Cupid was popping. Even though you had a little scamming on it, it was pop, man. Like I went on there maybe 2 weeks before I landed. Dude, I had, this is no bull, hundreds of chicks, and each one looked okay, even though they were using the iPhone 1. But let me say this too. Brothers asking me to drop the link. I'm not on my platform. We on Cam's platform. He's hosting, which I'm glad for, but I don't have to prepare for it. Listen, I like when different brothers put it on their platform. This is not my platform, but I'm in here showing my support to the brotherhood, because this was about. But definitely, Tinder, I've met a lot of great regular chicks, on Tinder that weren't part of Trickeration Nation. Even though I'm down with it, I'm I met a lot more regular women on Tinder who were nurses and whatnot. So yeah, Tinder all the way. Again, Dominican Cupid used to be popping, and you still can meet chicks on there, but you got to be careful. You might be talking to a dude using a sister picture, Enrique. That happens all the time. You can get caught in some serious situations. So definitely, like Brother Cam say, do not send these women money. They're gonna hit you with the grandmother pictures. They're gonna hit you with everything. Do not. And you know what, Cam? The reason why dudes send money, man, because to us, $50 not nothing. We looking at it like it's not really nothing, but. You know how many ninjas she getting that $50 from? She's sending that thing to like many men. They just go out there fishing, and whoever get caught on the net send the money. And I'm not saying I have never sent women money because I have. I have. So I'm telling you, don't do it unless you clapping some cheeks. You can definitely put her on a retainer. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a whole other thing. But yeah, Tinder. All the way.
I think there's one, like I'm not gonna lie. When I was going to like Cartagena. There was a girl, but I was talking to her for a minute. I sent her money. I was like, hey, just get your nails done. Look, you're pretty. That's okay. But I only sent like $30.
Yeah, that's a retainer. That's what I call it. I give you a little bit.
Yeah,
a retainer fee. So when I come back, I can call you and you're going to come over there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rod, how about you? I think you were on Dominican Cupid you told me last time.
Well, I tried Dominican Cupid. It's like a mixed bag. Like, sorry, so it's kind of like a mixed bag of everything on it. You got to weave through all that. So I did the first time I had went, and I was just like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. For me, I use Tinder, and then my other gem is Bumble. Like Bumble, I find winner. Like I don't like because Tinder even be a mixed bag. I'll find some women good and some, they try to get paper out of you. But I never had one chick on Bumble bother me for like they always be looking for like somebody to be with, spend time with, all of that. They don't be trying to get you to take them nowhere, do nothing. They just, at least everyone I came across, they always just wanted to just spend time with me, and that was pretty much it, whatever. But yeah, Tinder has been like a mixed bag. I find some, that's on that note, and then I'll find others that, they try and get a couple dollars out of you or whatever the case may be. And the only other thing I'll say to like what Ronan was saying, like, yeah, it'll be situations. I gave chick a couple dollars. Well, here's how the thing is. When it comes to the money thing, for me, I see how you go about. Like, if you ask me, let's say Monday, you ask me, I need, I don't know, what was it? The thing chick told me like 4,500 pesos or something like that. And I was like, all right, well, I'll see. I'll let you know. And I just see how the week going. If you still bothering me, if you're not, if you still harassing me, I kind of leave you alone. But if like you don't say nothing about it, and days go by, you never said, and I like checked up when I said, you good now? She said, oh yeah, well, I took care of this, so that's fine, but I'm still like 2,500 pesos. I said, all right, I wasn't you real quick. Because I see it out. But if like you constantly bothering me, then I'm like, all right, no, I'm just another cog in your wheel. You just try to get me like everybody. So that's how I do it. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not saying the right way or the wrong way, but that's how I do it. I guess that they say vet it out or whatever, but I'll just see how you go. Because sometimes I didn't do a couple situations. They asked me, and I didn't give them nothing. And then like a week or so went by. I checked up. They were like, yeah, I'm good. I don't even need nothing, whatever. And then like the flip side, if you do look out, yeah, they'll be like, oh, when you come here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So yeah, it's like a retainer, like Brian says, a retainer.
Yeah, well, I put them on a retainer.
Yeah, they pick you up from the airport. So
like Devontae, yeah.
So yeah.
Has anyone used Hinge before? So you said Bumble. I never used Bumble.
So I heard somebody heard some of the guys there mention Hinge. So I think they're using it. So I'm gonna have to start using it over there. I didn't even know they use it.
Okay, so Bumble for sure. I'm gonna try Hinge the next time I go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so for me, I'm Tinder all day. You know what I mean? Tinder has never really failed me. You know what I'm saying? I done caught pros. I done caught regular chicks. Every situation on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? Some cats say don't use it, but I ain't never had a issue. My ex I met on Tinder. We was together 4 years, and I broke up with her. We could have still been together right now. You feel me? And before I got there, I did send her a little money before I got there, but we was already pretty much in a relationship. We was locked in already before I even pulled up. She picked me up from the airport, took me to her place. You know, she cooked, she bought me all kind of stuff. So I don't think there's a direct rule like, hey, you can't do this. You feel me? I feel like you got to use your discretion. You got to know how to vet women. And some cats don't really know how to read the bad signs that chicks give, you know what I'm saying? So if you vet her correctly, you can send her a little something, like, you know what I'm saying? When you get there, that thing gonna be hot, ready for you, you feel me? So that's how I feel.
Get that glazed hand.
You feel me?
Yeah, I think the best way is to prepare, and then I think Ross said it too. If you're talking to someone for like a month, 30, like they really gotta keep talking, because some girls, when are you coming? Oh, I'll be there in 3 weeks. They'll just end communication. Yeah, text me when you get here closer, so you already know what time is she on.
Yeah,
but she's sitting there talking to you every day or every other day for those 3 weeks, then probably got you one.
Cam, that's very important that you say that. When a woman in that communication say, "Well, I see you when I see you," that's usually she's probably a pro. You know what I'm saying? So that's some good travel tips right there.
Absolutely.
Uncle Jay said a guy emailed him, asked him if there was if DR had Grinder.
Now he need to get on. He don't need to be on Grinder.
Whoa.
Look, all he gonna find on there is $5 foot long. He don't want
No Diddy. No Diddy.
I don't even know what Grinder is.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing. Shout out to Uncle Jay, man.
No.
And Devontae, what were you using before you came? You used Dominican Cupid?
Nah, I use Tinder.
Okay.
So it's a mixed bag with Tinder. You gotta be able to vet the women. Obviously, you know, I've had girls like, hey, my phone not working too good. Like, can you give me a new phone? I'm like, well, damn, mine not working too good either. So we in the same boat. And normally with those girls, like I usually like block them. But the one I was still talking to, she didn't ask me for nothing. You know, we just I kind of picked up on that. Obviously, you want to build rapport with these women. And, you know, I had a month to do that prior. So, you know, when we started hanging out and everything like that, it was, you know, I paid for dinner and, you know, I got her a little necklace and everything like that. Cause she kind of showed me like, okay, she earned it, you know? And then, yeah. So I think Tinder's good. You gotta know how to vet the women. Obviously you look at the pictures, you know, that's the biggest thing. If she's showing everything, like in every single picture, do you really think she's wifey? Do you really think, you know, you could date this girl? Probably not. And you gotta look how long you're gonna be there for. So if she's covered up, she's not showing too much, then that might be a potential person, but you still want to obviously vet her out. And that just takes time.
And can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
That's the key thing about the brothers that are the weekend warriors, the guys that are coming here to visit. You have to understand that if you're coming just for a couple days, they know that. You know, there's a good chance you can go back to the States and maybe go to Medellin and be like, man, I don't even want to mess with DR no more. Like, these women aren't stupid. So if you don't have plans on staying long, if you don't have plans on coming frequently, my suggestion is don't even try to set that up. Like, just come to Sosua and get busy and get on. If you're planning on in the future moving and stuff and you're building those relationships, that's different. But don't come out here. I mean, that's anywhere. I think I said it before. If your girl in Florida and you live in Cali and you visiting once, twice a year, do you think that's going to be, you know, towards a relationship? It's no different here. So I just tell brothers that, like, if you coming out here looking for a girlfriend, but you only gonna be here a couple days, twice a year, man, you really wasting your time. Like, that's when brothers like me gonna be in a picture with her talking about she need a new. I'm the one sitting next to her, like, tell him you need a new car too. For real.
No, but Sergeant, you're right. These dudes, listen, man. My cousin, she used to do the Sosua thing, man. She used to go for Santo Domingo. She used to work over there. That's how she got her husband, white European dude. She lives in Germany now. But she met her dude out there, and she had a main boyfriend, kind of like a pimp, and he would be texting some of the dudes like a Dominican Cupid, hey, I need money for this. They singing that sad. They be, hey, like my son, he gonna be late for school tomorrow. My car broke down. The radiator belt broke. I need a blender. And dudes are really sending 40, 50. She had a PayPal. She had stuff set up. PayPal, Cashapp. And she was getting money weekly where she didn't even have to do that work no more. And then she got lucked up. She met a European dude and rest is history. So that happens all the time, guys.
And I understand that Midwestern Union, like I've done it, I think before the first time, that was one of my big mistakes. But I'm more of a, like, I'll hand it to you. Like, especially like around here, like I'm more of a, I'll give it to you $40, $50, but I'm gonna hand it to you.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel more secure. At least I'm seeing you, I'm physically touching you. That just because I see it so much in Sosua, obviously, where the chicas are showing me their Western Union history, and it's 5 pages long, bro. Like really, like it's long. And I just keep warning brothers, like, if you sending money to a chick in Sosua, man, I promise you, man, she is not just yours. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
I would say this too, like, especially with me, I'm these girls' worst nightmare because I'm very stingy with money already. So you asking me for money, I'm the wrong guy to do that because I don't like to send. I don't like to give girls money anyway, especially in the States. So let alone DR. Nah, you really gotta earn every single bit of that. So
Gotta earn that air condition.
Exactly.
That's what I tell you. You gotta earn that air condition.
You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
You want to say something, Ryan? Or are you good?
No, man. Ryan, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Ryan.
No, I was ad-libbing. I was like, yeah, she got to earn that. She got to work for that.
You gotta earn that air condition.
You're right.
She got to earn it. And another thing was Airbnbs. What do you guys suggest? Airbnbs, hotels, resort. I always tell people, hotel and a resort, you can't bring no girls through. I'm gonna say most Airbnbs I stayed at, they're guest friendly in DR. Colombia is different, but in DR, most Airbnbs are guest friendly. I'm not too sure in Sosua. You may have to tip the security guard off or something like that. I don't know, Ronan, you can explain.
I never had a problem in Sosua, but not even in Santo Domingo. Even when they said it wasn't like you got to go through all these hoops to bring a guest. I would go to the front desk guy, give him 500 pesos, say, hey man, I got my girlfriend coming over. He like, oh, okay. And I say, look, any woman that leave here, get her ID. If I'm not with her, dude be like, okay. I never had any problems for years bringing women in and out of places in Santo Domingo. As long as you're not tearing it up, going crazy, man, you're gonna have a good time. You ain't got to worry about none of that, man. So I say Airbnb because I did stay at a resort before, and man, I couldn't bring nothing in there. I was upset, and OJ had the same thing happen to him before. In Cartagena, in Cartagena, he couldn't bring something. Man, I was miserable. I checked out that mug. You know what I'm saying? I lost some money. No, I got it because if I'm going somewhere, I want me a belly warmer at night. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, definitely Sosua get an Airbnb. And also another gem for these brothers. If you come into Sosua, do your research on the location. What I'm seeing happening a lot, these brothers are getting these Airbnbs 5-6 miles out. Right. And then they're paying for these taxis, and you spending your chica money on them taxis, bro. Like if you calculate it, that's probably like 5-6 chicas.
That was me.
Yeah. So find as close as you can to where everything's jumping so you can walk. Like everybody knows I don't have a car. I walk everywhere. So come as close as you can to Pedro Casante if you're here, especially with the fellas. A good place called the Pyramids. It's right over there by Casa Loco, I think. Good place. It's like a frat house. We call it the frat house out here.
Yeah, that's a brother that owned that, I think.
Yeah,
it's a black dude on that.
Like 3 brothers that got spots in there.
Got a juice bar in there and all kinds of stuff.
And got a laundry spot. Everything you need is right. A restaurant's right there. Everything you need is right there. You can walk to everything.
And it's in a safe spot. It's safe right there.
Very safe. And they have security. They got staff 24 hours. It's a really good spot. I highly suggest that spot if you're coming out here with a couple homeboys, or if you're coming out here by yourself. That way you can, get on your left and right and get around Sosua, because that's all you really need. You don't need to be driving around Sosua. You can walk or hop on a quad or a moto or something. Get anywhere you want Sosua.
Listen, man. And the tap off what Sarah said, definitely do your research. Like I'm very meticulous when I go about stuff anyways. I'm very detailed. So it'd take me like sometimes weeks just to make sure, okay, I'm looking at the map. All right, where the beach at? Okay, where this at? Where that at? So I made sure before I even came to Sasua, I think I took maybe about a week or two before I even figured out where I was going to stay. And when I ended up picking where I stayed, I was like 2 blocks from the strip. Like literally, I could come out the door, walk up the block, strip right there. And then, so definitely do your research. The last thing, because I know a couple brothers did the same thing. They like, oh, I'm like, I'm at Rumba's, it take me a hot minute to get there. They like, oh, I got to go catch a cab now, and I'll be there in like 15 minutes. And I'm like, where the hell is you at? But we way out here. I said, oh, y'all tripping. Like I do your research. Definitely do your research.
Yeah, and Raw, when you went real quick, Raw, and you stayed in multiple cities in the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah.
How many cities did you do?
Well, both times I did too. First time I did Sasua and Santos Domingo. Second time I did Santiago and Santos Domingo. And then like Sarah said, I did a cup of coffee and
don't remind Sergeant. Don't remind.
I ain't dealing with this ninja, man. He came right in my backyard. Did he holler at your boy, man?
I text you. He was like, man, I ain't got time for all this. I was right in front of Wings and Waffles for like 3 hours, just out there, just sitting, talking to a brother I ain't even know whatever and stuff.
I thought Cam got in here.
And listen, I was like, I'll text you. I'm like, look, I'm grabbing numbers while I'm out there too. Right. I'm like, I'm probably not coming back, but
let me get some numbers when I go.
You don't mind catching the Rippy bus then?
Yeah, that's what it was.
but Ryan, where do you usually do you usually do Airbnb, hotels, or resorts when you usually come?
I usually always do Airbnb, man. Yeah, after my ex, cause I used to stay with my ex every time. After her, always Airbnb. I did resort a couple times, but 90% of the time Airbnb. Yeah.
How was your experience on a resort?
I went with my ex, so you already know.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
you went with all that sand to the beach.
Yeah, we just got drunk and chill. Yeah.
He had a bucket of sand with him, big dog.
Can't bring nobody.
But I think it's better. If you're going to a resort, I think it's better if you bring a chick with you anyway. Because like you guys were saying, they're not gonna let you bring girls in anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Devontae, you was doing Airbnb as well, right?
Yeah, so I did Airbnb. It was like I was from like the strip. It was probably like 7 minutes out, but I kind of booked mine like last minute, so there was like only like 2 available. So because I was trying to decide whether I wanted to go to Sasua or Cartagena first. Okay. So it came down to the wire. So I was like, let me go with Sasua for the first trip, and I booked it. So it was pretty far. I had to keep catching cabs and motos. But once I figured out like where everything was, then I rented ATV and I pretty much was driving that around.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful riding those ATVs.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, Sergeant was telling me someone broke their jaw on it, right?
Yeah. Another note is they starting to crack down on the gringos in the ATVs. Not so much where you can't rent them, but you're gonna have a helmet.
Yeah, I had a helmet. Yeah.
They started.
I seen that. Yeah, it was taking those.
Yeah, they starting to cut back. A lot of times it's us. All right, we got to own that. We out here drive. Dominicans, they drive as crazy as they want to, but they used to it. Mm-hmm. The brothers is coming out here and drunk and riding a quad, right. Flipping them and all this other craziness. So they starting to cut back on that. You're gonna have to have a helmet, and they kind of starting to. I won't say mess with the gringos, but they're starting to kind of watch you a little bit closer on those quads. So when you come out here, man, you get one. Just be careful, brothers.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be careful, especially whether you're in Sasua, Santo Domingo, man. You gotta be careful with, because it's a lot of times you gotta watch Dominicans. They drive like maniacs. They crazy. Like us. We want to stop. We used to traffic lights and stuff. They didn't run them. But look, I want to give a shout out to my boy in here. He's from Canada, man. You see the reporter? Major YouTuber, man. This is a big guy, Cam. He's a good guy, man. He's tuning in.
Who's
brother
he?
Represent. When he visited, the brother, right, man, he's a major YouTuber, man. I know you got a lot of subscribers. Make us look like some kindergartners, man. So, shout out for you being in here, man. Just want to, and I know
Shout out to you, the pleb.
I know he went to Santo Domingo. I didn't even know you went to Sosua, big dog. So that's some cool stuff. I know he covers like politics and stuff, but
Okay,
it's good that we have brothers watching that cover all kind of things, because I think that's the next evolution for all of us. I think we need to be talking about everything, not just Dominican Republic, Colombia, and travel, everything that affects men's lives. I think we should touch on it, and we would grow, and it'll be an awesome spot. So, man, I think that's good. But be careful driving in the DR. I don't care if you're in a car.
They crazy.
Look, I'm like sorry, man. Look, I have a spot. I have a house outside of Sosua, and I don't drive for nothing. I just don't drive. I mean, you get messed up, man. Shout out to Sin City.
yes,
Man, we got the majors in here today, man. That's what's up. So yeah, don't drive unless you know what the hell you doing. you can get messed up in DR driving, man.
What's up, Mr. Do Too Much?
I had an ATV when I was out there because of the place I was staying at. They had they was renting them out, so I got one day, man. Once I got on that little that bridge to take you over to the other side, whatever, because I had to meet up with this chick. She lived like down in the hood. I went over that bridge, man, trying to weave around them damn crazy ass drivers. I was like, man, I can't do this. I was like, I ain't used to all this. They will drive. They do not care what the situation.
Listen, Dominican Republic is, I think, one of the top 3 worst places to drive in the
they're
world.
driving the wrong lane.
I think more people die here in car accidents than anything else.
Yeah,
they don't. It's not like Ronan said. I think we got maybe 3 or 4 street lights in Sosua. I haven't seen none of them. Nobody stopped for it. Like I ain't seen like the motos and look at that like, man, all right, you just gave me time to get across it. Like
that's a yield sign right there.
Yeah, that's a yield sign, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You get clapped up in DR driving
real quick.
You get in trouble, and then with the last time I was in Suya, I think last year. The girls they'll pull up on the side of you. Hola, papi, like till you get in. I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. You ain't taking me. Girls do drive-bys over there. I don't know if they. I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh no, they
still do. They did it.
They still do.
Yeah, a couple days ago. You want some, papi?
Like that?
Yeah.
Window down. They're gonna see the culo out the window. They're gonna do all that, bro.
I don't want no right now, but I'll take your WhatsApp.
When I was up, chick talked to me. She was riding on the ATV, stopped and pulled over. She caught eyes. As soon as she saw, she pulled. I said, "Damn!"
Oh, you lock eyes, it's over.
Tell me it ain't sexy to see them sitting with that great posture on the motos and ATV.
The brother said coochie on wheels. Shout out to Mike.
Like a blue truck.
That's the truth.
Hey, I always drive when I go to DR though. I ain't gonna lie.
For real?
I always rent. Yeah, I rent a car every single time.
Shout out to you.
Walk us through the process.
Yeah, you brave.
Like how much is that? I never rented a car there. Ever.
I'm knowing that. In the beginning, I started renting cars, and then we got a car. So then I started using my ex car, and now I rent cars again since I'm back single. But yeah, there's a place called Osavi where where it's kind of cheap. It'd be like $250 a week. They they do a little hold. They do a little hold for like $300-400, just in case if you hit something or something go wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just driving in Miami. You know, Miami crazy. You know what I'm saying? Miami drives crazy because people from all over the world.
Do you gotta get insurance on it or whatever? Because out there they crazy.
Yes, they make you get insurance.
Gotta be high.
They make you get insurance. Typically, the insurance is like expensive, but what I do is I got a Chase credit card, and they say, "Oh, you know, we could insure you." I said, "Oh, for real?" So I say, "All right." So when I go there, I say, "Yo, put it through my Chase card, and they insure me." Yeah, so it pretty much saves a lot of money right there.
What Chase credit card is that?
I got Freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Chase good, man. I got a Chase card too. I got the business one, but Chase helps you out. You know what I use though? I have an American Express, man. The Delta card. That thing, man, it's a good card, man. Even when you're taking, because I only fly with Delta, man, you get top billing. You get on the plane first. It's good to have a American Express Delta card, man. It looks out for you. But driving still, bro. Look, I lived in Santo Domingo, man, for 8.5 months in Santo Domingo Este, and I just rode Uber. Uber's cheap. I was paying like $2 or $3 to go where I wanted to go at. I was cheap. Yeah. I think if like you hit on something, brother Ryan. You used to growing up riding around Miami, so it might not be bad for you. But a person ain't used to that kind of traffic, I don't recommend driving. Like unless you're coming from a big city like that and you used to it. Now maybe you can handle it, but man, Santo Domingo, bro, that mug like tough. Mad Max Thunderdome. It's crazy. Everybody caught dented up. I'm like, man,
it's frustrating too. It is frustrating.
It's a wild west.
I've been in an accident. In DR.
Driving?
I got hit by a police on a moto. Rear-ended. Yeah, he rear-ended me.
Wow.
But
he didn't try to blame you, huh? Because when you're a gringo,
no, of course he did.
In the DR, they're gonna try to blame you.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely did. He did. They started calling all these different cops, and then I was with my ex at the time. She's like, man, let's just go. I said, look, I'll take the L. Let's get out of here. She got his information. He said he was gonna pay half. I just paid for it. It was mad cheap. It was like $80, and I got a whole new bumper.
Damn.
Yeah. So I just took the L.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's some people be trying to argue with. I'm like, man, it's not your country, dude. Don't.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't be acting up. Don't be trying to just move on. Thank God they don't kill you, bro. Just move on.
Yeah, don't cut up.
Yeah, I'll take the L any day, man. Yeah. I had a few running with police, man. But yeah,
me too.
Yeah, I had a few. But I mean, it is risky driving. I don't recommend it for everybody, but it's not as bad if you in Piantini. You're in a good area, you know what I'm saying? It's just traffic, pretty much.
I would drive in like Punta Cana, Boca Chica. It's not
Punta
as bad.
Cana for sure, 100%.
Santo Domingo, hell no. It's not happening.
Domingo too crazy.
What about Puerto Plata?
Yeah, I don't mind driving. It's not as busy.
I don't mind it either.
Yeah, it's
not if it ain't busy.
All right.
Yeah, but Santo Domingo, traffic hour and oh my God, it's not happening.
Bro, from like 3 to 7, boy, you in trying to come from the airport might take you 2 hours to get down to Piantini or one of them places, man.
Santiago crazy too.
I got off at the bus stop. I think I had caught the bus when I came from Sosúa and went to Santo Domingo the first time. I was at the bus stop. I went to go get a cab ride. My place was only like about 10-15 minutes from the bus. Man, it took us about 45 minutes to get to the We were just sitting there.
What time was it?
Crazy.
Time, man. The time in Santo Domingo means everything.
Yeah.
Brothers ask me all the time. They say, look, I want to catch the Caribbean tourist bus to Sosúa or whatever. I said, look, man, I ride the buses a lot. Y'all know I call it the chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
I say, hey, man, get there early. If you get there late, you're going to be in He got there at 4:30.
Oh.
Look. By I think 6:30 or 7, he still was in Santo Domingo. It didn't get out of Santo Domingo. You know what I'm saying? So it took him forever to get back to the North Coast. I tell dude, man, you're going, go early. Get on that Caribbean tour, get the express ticket. Tell them you want the express ticket, where it's not going to stop in Santiago. It's going to keep going past that. You're going to stop in La Vega, and then you're going to head back to up to the North Coast. You know,
how much is that express ticket?
Yeah,
it's like 50 pesos more. It's like it used to be $10. Now you're gonna pay like maybe 11, something like that. It's not nothing. It's worth it.
Yeah, no, it's cheap, guys. It's like less than it's cheap. Trust me. So I take the bus every time. So I leave Santo Domingo at 6 a.m. and I usually go to Sosúa. And the Sosúa, I leave at like the last bus stop. I think 5:36 p.m. is the last bus stop.
6:40.
And I won't get to Santo Domingo till about 10 p.m. And usually I'm on the bus with all the girls going back home.
There it is.
I tell dudes, man, that bus ride with them girls, man.
He says a shit. Listen, on the way back from Sosúa on that last bus out.
Yeah.
Man, those girls, man. Like I'm getting on a bus. I feel like I'm in a bus with hyenas. I'm like, well, yeah, man. I was offered service on a bus. It was like, hey, man, what you doing?
Yeah, you take right to that bathroom.
On a bathroom? What? She was like, man, listen, $20.
Oh, she was right in the chair.
$20. She said, hey, I'll make sure you relax the whole trip.
You look, Cam was on. Anybody got a jacket I can put on?
Wow, different.
Someone said, how come there isn't domestic flights in DR? Because it's so small and it's so expensive to run a plane just to go from each area. And not a lot of, remember, it's really the tourists who can afford it. The people can't afford it.
Yeah.
Nah, not on that $300 a month, man. They done.
Yeah. It's not happening. Not happening at all. I do have another question for you guys. So someone emailed me. He said, Cam, how can I find a relationship with a Dominican woman in the Dominican Republic? And I said, how long are you going to be there? He told me just Martin Luther King weekend. I said, when is your plan to go back? He said, probably in 6 months. I said, what are we doing here? What are we doing? It's not. I'm gonna keep saying it again, guys. That weekend warrior, that it's just not gonna work, man. Guys sit back. They think they're gonna go in for 3 days and find a wife. It's not gonna happen. So I want to start off with Ryan was in a relationship there. I would start with Ryan. What do you think about that?
Man, I don't think you should look for a relationship if you're just gonna be there for a weekend, 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? I think you could have a friend that you kind of just you keep on standby, so when you're there, you hit her up. You know, you have a good time or whatever. And then when you leave, cut communication, or else she's just gonna start telling you a bunch of sad stories on why she need money. And if you're emotionally invested, you're gonna send it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start feeling bad, and you're gonna send it. So just don't even waste your time, man. Just wait till you could move there or spend a few months there or something.
Ronin?
Man, you got to be careful with that. Now, look, y'all, like, I live with a woman now. Have a woman. She's a principal. Good. Do anything I tell her. But if that changed tomorrow, I don't care. Like we said last night, I'm like Nino on New Jack. I cancel. I get another one. But here's how it is, man. Again, a lot of dudes, we are conditioned as men to want a woman. Which is how we are. So the weekend warrior, in his mind, he's thinking, maybe I'm gonna move to the Dominican Republic one day. So I want to start that relationship now. Even though you're telling, man, that's not a good idea. Look, even me, I found myself in multiple relationships. I ruined every last one on my head. The one I got now is the longest one I ever had, but she understands the werewolf nature. She understands sometimes I'm gonna disappear. She understands, and she's like, hey, don't come home with no stuff or none of that. Don't disrespect me. Because our house is on the North Coast. That's why I play around in Santo Domingo when I play around. I'm showing respect like that. But don't jump for the first woman you see. That's what dudes go. Because listen, they're going to shock you. The dudes in America not really ready for the level of women he's going to be able to deal with. In America, we see these women on TV. You might see them with athletes. You see the app. Look, our movie stars. You're going to deal with women look better than women Tyrese and them deal with. That's what cats don't realize. You're going to be dealing with women that you can't even believe. So dudes fall in love and they try to cuff them. But soon as you leave, just like Sarge say, when you leave, she laying on the couch with him. You know what I mean? This is just your turn. But I realize cats want to grasp that turn a little longer. So I tell dudes, man, they're not going nowhere. Get your money up. Once you move, you ain't going to want to be with her probably anyway. Look, the main chick I even moved to Santo Domingo for, I was with her for a month and I disappeared on her. I met somebody else and it disappeared like a mirage. Let me tell you, you're going to change. Like my uncle tried to tell me, man, look, my uncle come to me like it was a werewolf horror movie. My uncle he's married to a Dominican one. He said, look, man, you're going to change, man. You're going to hurt people. I never forgot that. He was acting like I was gonna really start shredding people, but I did start slaughtering villages. He like, man, you're not gonna be used to what you can deal with. Man, I went to Santo Domingo and lost my damn mind. I'm telling you, man, I had chicas coming in and chicas going out, and if they wasn't handling their business, adios. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to, until you kind of get it out of your system or balance it, don't look for relationships. You can look for situational ships, but not relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice on that.
Ronan, what was it that you said the security guard was saying to you when you was bringing them in like crazy?
Yeah, look, man, look, that dude, he was the first one called me El Lobo. He said, man, you a wolf. Like, I was bringing so many women through there, he couldn't believe it. He would look. One day he told me, I wish I was an American. This dude, like, for what? He was talking about the level of resources that we had. Because think about it, man. Those dudes, they really, a lot of like locals, like regular locals, they don't have money like we have. We have a lot of money, man. We don't even realize how blessed we are as people from America and Canada and whatnot, man. We have a lot. You know, coming from a first world country like that, man, you're rich. Why you think everybody trying to run across the border now, man? Like we win, you know, for all the bad that America has done, it made us wealthy. We are wealthy. We can do whatever we want. Any one of us right now can get on a plane and go anywhere in the world we want. Any one of us right now. You can do whatever you want. You say, look, man, I want to go to Tibet. You can go tomorrow if you want it. If you don't got the cash, you got a credit card. How many other people can do that? Well, so, man, we dangerous. You know what I'm saying? We really dangerous, man.
Sergeant, you live in Sosua, so after we spoke, me and Sergeant, we did an interview, so that'll be out in a few weeks. I'm just editing right now. But so Sergeant lives in Sosua. Are there non-working girls in Sosua, Sergeant?
No. No, not one. I don't care if she's a librarian. I don't care if she's a school. I don't care if she's a crossing guard. I don't care if she military. She a cop. She cooking chicken. I don't care what she doing. Assume the worst in Sosua. I tell brothers that. So most of the chicks I deal with in Sosua have a job. Like, I don't want to deal with somebody that all day you just texting me about your refrigerator broke or you hungry or whatever. So they get up and go to work. And a lot of Dominicans work 6 days a week. So a lot of them are working Monday through Friday. But any opportunity, at least in my experience, that they have to make that extra 100, 150, 200, when they get off of work, they about that life. Before they go to work, they about that life to get that money. So Sue is just not the place for it. You can go to Santiago, you can go to Santo Domingo, you can go to La Vega, the Soul Snatchers. That's what I call them. You can go any of them places, man. But I keep trying to beat this, and brother, don't come here looking for that. It's the equivalent of going to Vegas and walking in a casino and being like, man, I want to find somebody that don't gamble. Well, get your ass out the casino then. You know, that's how it is. So if you're looking for that, this is not the place. This is a man's playground. It's a big ass playground. It got slides, it got swings, it got everything you wanted as a kid. Don't come over here trying to read a book and get educated. This is not what it is, bro. Nah. It's a playground.
It's a free for all.
Thank you, bro. It's a free for all. Don't come out here with that mentality. Don't get off the plane with that mentality. Stop trying to strong arm them or cake them up or boo them up. Just come out here. They even look at the men. Like, I had a chick tell me, American men, especially black men, she said, like to be treated bad. Like to be talked too crazy. All that. She said it out of her mouth. She said, y'all come to Sosua and then y'all want to boo us up knowing this is what we do for a living.
Wow.
And you still will take the treatment because for whatever reason, what you're dealing with. Now, they might not know everything we deal with in the States, but now they're starting to get the idea because of platforms and TikTok and stuff where men are talking about dating problems and all this other stuff. They're watching this stuff, brothers. They're not just sitting back. All of us on here tell you, any Dominican woman we deal with live on her phone. She won't go 3 feet without that phone. Yeah. And they're watching this stuff, man. So if you're coming to Sosua, just come here, clap cheeks, be a werewolf, and get on. Don't come out here. I live out here and I ain't looking for a wife. I tell people all the time, I am the farthest from a relationship I've ever been in my life. So if they hear 2 days, I start getting irritable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this ain't the place for that. You don't get your heart broke. And your
so you said the Dominican women there are saying that the guys like to be treated bad?
Yes. I've heard it from a few of them. Like, American black men like to be talked too crazy. They like when we get riled up. They like when we tell them what to do. You know, like they're saying this now around Sosua, and shit is true. I see it all the time. I see how they act all the time. So you just you come out here, man, just have a good time. Bask in your masculinity, brothers.
Shout out to Flip.
Shout out to Flip Flop.
What up, Flip?
What's going on, Flip?
Flip got to be the king of Sosua. Shout out to Flip, man.
Shout out to Flip. But wow, I didn't know it was so they like. I don't like that type of treatment. But and this is what we were talking about before, Sergeant. That guys turn the women that they're running away from. They turn those women into them.
Right.
So they'll say, "Hey, I don't like weave. I don't like the nails. I don't like this." Then that same girl, they go to DR. That same girl look like the woman they ran away from, but she just don't speak English.
Some of them do. Not me. I'm real. You know what the Dominican women tell me? I'm worse than the Dominican man. I act just like a Dominican dude to him, man. I treat him the same way. I don't really put too much. Like, you know, I think that was on the movie Heat. Remember when he say, man, never walk away from something, a relationship or something in 35 seconds flat? That's how I look at it, man. I put my head on and leave. I grab the fitted. All right, I'm out. I'm done. Because of the stuff I went through in the States, it made me a Jedi. There's no simping zone in me. I done tried it. I done been married, been in multiple relationships. I'm not going overseas to be stressed out. I'm not doing it. Hell no. You're going to stress me out. You can get on. And listen, I done literally broke up with a chick in the daytime and at nighttime laying in there with a whole nother chick. So I don't even care about it. Like, I don't look at it like that. No, go ahead. Get on. You know, that's how I look at it, man.
I'll say
nothing real quick. My happiness, man.
I'll say this real quick. I got a homie right now in Sosua, right? And he said he went there with the intention, like, man, I'm just going to run through everything, right? And when he got to this one chick, he started falling in love with her.
Stop though.
And
dead in his tracks.
He said Shorty looked at him because he was dealing with her so much. One day she looked at him and said, I love you. And he was like, I love you too. I was like, what the heck? So he said ever since then, he been like sick about her, right? And he said he knows she a pro, he know this and that, but like he just been weak for her. Like he'll see her dealing with other dudes and stuff, and he just been sick. And I'm like, you know what I think? Real quick, I say this. I think if you go in there for the first time in your life and you never dealt with a pretty woman before in your life, I think what you should do is go to a strip club, find the baddest one, and just pay for her in the States before you get there. Get used to dealing with pretty women, and then take your butt over there. So it's not your first time dealing with an attractive woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Like I said, they're not used to it. You're not gonna be used to dealing with women, like, especially look, you a regular dude working at Home Depot or something. Walmart,
the Home Depot.
Look, you work in the paint department mixing paint, and you go meet one of these chicks, man, and you ain't used to it, man. You used to them big Shirleys, man. You gonna be like, she gonna look back at you while that thing bouncing. She gonna say, "I love you, Poppy." You gonna say, "Oh," like your boy say. He break down. "Oh, I love you too." You done. You done.
It's going to happen. And I don't even think it's nobody throwing shots, because most likely everybody on this panel at some point then fell for that one.
Yeah, we all like it, man. I'm an old ninja, man. I'm in my mid 40s, man. So man. It ain't no shade. I mean, I'm been through all
none against him. You're cool, dude. None against him. I'm just saying for the brothers watching, like, just be aware of that, man. Like,
you can get caught up.
Yeah,
get some practice reps in, so when you get there, you kind of like it's not your.
That's great advice, man. I think that's good advice. Get used to pretty women, because you about to go through many of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Especially in Santo Domingo. I know. I don't think everybody been there. I guess I know Sarge about to go right now.
Well, I'm about to go back. I've been there before. I
haven't been there.
Going back.
Even the airport in Santo Domingo will make you stop and consider your life.
My God.
It'll make you rethink your whole life. I find, bro, they got two women that work at the airport are unicorns. I'm talking about
Domingo. I know. Yeah. There's a couple in the airport.
Man.
Yeah. Every time I land, oh shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bro, you say something?
No, I wanted to touch on that, because I said a little bit about this last night, and like I said, I'm definitely gonna make a video and go more in depth. At the end of the day, if you not trying to say it politely, but it's like if you ain't in the right place with yourself, you going out there, man, it ain't gonna matter. You gonna fall right back into the same traps you fell here. Mm-hmm. Like, so if you know, and I know a lot of brothers will go over there because they looking for something different. I'm dealing with all this crap here. I want to go. But if you ain't in the right place of mind, bro, you're going to go over there and you're going to get yourself right back in something. Or you're going to find somebody that might be nice, but soon as they do the slightest thing, man, I ain't got time for this. You know, because you not, like, work on yourself, man. I can't stress that enough to brothers. Yeah. And I can only say that because I'm speaking for myself. Like, you know what I mean? When I went to Santo Domingo, I had got out of a marriage and crazy marriage, and I'm newly divorced, and I'm like, my head was everywhere. Now, that's why I went to Sosua first. Because when I went to Sosua, I just got my slaughter on, got that all out of my system. So when I went to Santo Domingo, I was different. But even when I went there, first chick I got with, she came over, we hung out. She asked me, was I hungry? I said, yeah, you know, I'm thinking she want to go get something to eat. And then I test the water. I said, you know, you want to cook something? She said, I ain't got no problem. We go to the supermarket, get a bunch of stuff. She come back, hook everything down. Man, I was losing my damn mind. I thought I was acting like a cartoon character. I had hearts in my eyes because I was like, I was mesmerized by this woman. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, cooking for me. And she all up and all this. And it's like at the end of the day, because I wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, all right, I'm gonna just go have my fun. And then you find a woman that treats you good, and you're like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? I didn't go off the chain like, oh, I gotta marry you. No, hell no. But at that same token, it might be some brothers out here. They come across that experience and they're like, oh, that's mine now. I'm locking that down, and this not realizing there's many other women that'll do the same treatment, or she might be doing the treatment because she wants something out of you. So it's like, yeah, I stress that to brothers before when you go out there, man, have your mind right, because I get it. Like the plantation, the matrix, whatever we want to say. And these women treat us, particularly us black men, well, just men, period. I ain't going to just say black men, but I know we get the short end of the stick the most.
Yeah. Everybody get it, but we get the big stick. Everybody getting the stick.
Yeah. And it's like at the end of the day, so we want to change the pace and we go get that. And then some of us lose our goddamn mind. That's just like, even if you out, and like I said, I'm not pocket watching because I know everybody don't like that. But you got some brothers that will raise the rates high because they never been with a woman. I heard a brother gave up $1,500 to a chick. Yeah,
look, let me say this. Look, keep it clean, keep it clean, because I don't want his thing to get talking code. Because YouTube limits videos, even the one we did last night. It was talking limited. Good, but it got limited. I'm fighting with them right now. So anything we talk about with that kind of stuff, like Trickeration Nation stuff, just put it limited. I mean, keep talking code for the algorithm, because then it'll mess. I don't want to mess.
Yeah, use a phrase.
Yeah, use a phrase. But go ahead, Sarge. I just want to put that in there.
What I'm gonna say about this raising the prices, I guess I get frustrated about the inflation. Okay, let's use that word out here, because what you pay is not what I'm going to pay, and what's not the next person going to pay, and the next person is going to pay. You can't drive up the prices on something that's already established here, right? The beautiful thing about here, at least I think in Sosua, is if you don't want to pay it, bro, just don't do it. Yeah. It's really that simple. On to the next one. So when I hear brothers complaining about they driving inflation, why are you even upset about that if that's what the rate is, when there's so many options that you don't have to pay that rate? It's almost like, okay, I went to go buy a Mercedes and they want $40,000 for it. Why are you gonna pay $40,000 for it? You could literally go to the next dealership and pay $35,000 if you want to, or $30,000, or you can keep going down. So I just don't believe that, the brothers that, some of the OGs I talk about how it was 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, bro, bread was also $1. You know what I'm saying? Like gas was 99 cents when I was a kid. Like, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
old men get mad, but old men, Pringles used to be $1.50.
Right. They the first ones to be complaining. Like Devontae was talking about. We was talking about that. He's like, man, it's the old heads. It is the old head, bro, because a lot of them brothers stuck in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Or, that's just what it is. They stuck there. That's
what they be paying rent too.
Right. That's when they had their best time in their life.
They be paying rent.
Rent was $100 a month, in Sosua.
But the thing is, though, The thing is though, when they come,
I'm sorry, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. So the thing is though, you know, they come to me and they think I'm gonna pay that price. I'm like, hell no, I'm not paying that. So I had a situation like I was in the casino talking to a mango, and we negotiating. And she's like, "Is this price?" And I'm like, "I'm not paying that. It's this price, or I'm gone." So I ended up leaving, and her and one of my boys are friends, you know. And I guess he told her when I was gone, he was like, "You know, you ain't gonna get anything better price wise. You might as well just go ahead and take that." So I'm at the Airbnb. I'm going through the WhatsApp. You already know. I'm going through the WhatsApp, see what else I can order. And she texted me. She was like, "Oh, well, you didn't wait for me." I was like, "Well, you didn't say nothing." So, but she ended up coming over, and she realized like, "Oh, damn, I ain't getting, nothing's gonna be happening tonight." So that's how you gotta do it. It's just too many options out here. There's too many options.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
But I think you're more disciplined, Devontae. Most dudes would have folded.
Yeah. Nah,
She
I'm
rubbing up on
definitely
you.
like
It's only
Ronin. I'm
poppy.
definitely like red pill. I'm definitely red pill. Like, all right, I've been through it, been through enough to know like you gotta. That's the key thing. No matter where you go, you have to understand female nature. You have to know how they move. Women are women, no matter where you go. They might be act a certain way in the U.S. or in DR, but women are still women. So you have to know that. And once you understand their nature, they act like this, they're not changing, then you're gonna be all right. But we have this issue where we try to think like we think that women think just the way we do, and that's just not the case. They're totally different. They think completely different than men. So
Excellent.
Resources. They always looking for resources.
exactly. They extract. They always extract. And
yes.
once you understand
100%.
that, then you'll be fine. But you gotta over and obviously in DR, you have the leverage. So you have once you understand you got the options, then women can smell that. Once they know like, oh damn, I can't play with him because he'll cut me off, then you straight.
Man, that's excellent advice. Man, shout out to brothers with the super chats, man. I'm not on my platform.
I'm showing the super chats right now.
Yeah, I see you showing them. I can't. I don't know if y'all see them or whatnot, man. But shout out to the brothers with it. Shout out to Cam for hosting this.
Yeah,
Sarge going to have to host one. Ryan, look,
it's coming.
this is the way we need to be doing things, man. We could take like I keep telling people, having a YouTube channel is like having a TV show.
Yeah.
We a network. Instead of us competing against each other, we should be working with each other to grow all of them. And to say, I'm a big, look, like one of the guys wrote earlier, he said, y'all should be talking about instead of simp tales, business and things. So look, you got to have days that you do those kind of things. Like, many of us got careers, jobs. I do real estate. We got our money. Some people like SAR served this country and got his money. So all of us are able to travel. It's not cheap to travel a lot, So we got to pick days that we do things like that. Sometimes brothers just want to know, hey, man, what's going to happen when I come to the DR? What's going to happen when I go to Colombia?
And I challenge a lot of these brothers to do your own research. I'm noticing that a lot. Like some people, some brothers, they just want everything laid out.
Yeah.
Before they travel. Like that's a big step to travel outside the country to buy real estate. And there's a lot of things that you have to do. And instead of just coming on somebody's platform and requesting that they talk about this, sit down and do some research and get in contact with some of these brothers like Flip, like Cardell, like the brothers that live over here and say, hey, man, I did the research on this. What do you suggest? Like I'm going to Santo Domingo next week, and I hit Cam and Ron. Text them both and was like, hey, man, here's my Airbnb. This is where I'm staying. This is the location. What you think?
You did.
Area I hit them before, and I've been there before, but I still hit them brothers and said, hey, but I also did enough research to know where I'm going to the dentist, where I'm, the area I'm in, so I knew it was close. But I still hit them two brothers and asked them. So you have to
don't get on Tinder though. No. When you there, don't get on Tinder. I know you got that. I know you're going to get some dental work.
Well done, son.
Yeah, but don't get on Tinder. Do not. You might not even go to the dentist.
Hey, I'm smarter than I'm bringing one with me. I'm bringing one with me for 3 days, so I have no problems.
Oh boy, look, she's gonna be staring at you the whole time. Every time you walk in, you look. You be looking at you the whole time, boy.
Yeah. Shout out to Pressure Bust Pipes. So he said the mangoes there lie better than these mangoes in the States. The mangoes over here think he owed them because they fine. I don't know. I never mess with mangoes in the States, so I can't answer that.
I mess with mangoes everywhere, but you know. Look, I was born in it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm born in the game.
Hey, Sergeant Rona, y'all can answer this. What's up with the Haitian women?
Oh, I love Haitian when we talk about it. Look, I hate it. I'm gonna say this. I didn't deal with Haitian women at first. We talked about this last night because of colorism things I had in my head. I was comparing them to the sapphires we got in the States. I'm thinking that because sometimes the darker skinned women in the United States are mean because of stuff they done went through. United States man got color problem. So sometimes the darker you are, the more pressure you feel, and whether it's men or women. So I understand all that now, but when I first went to DR, I was like, I ain't checking for no Haitian woman until I did. The Haitian women are some of the best, finest chicks. They will treat you like a superstar. And I'm going to say it clean. If one just happened to ride the brum, boy, I'm telling you something, man. You're going to start learning some French. Those women are excellent. They will do so many good things for you, man. And the food is hidden. Haitian women are good, man. I done dealt with a few. Took me a while, but man, I definitely, man, I recommend Haitian women, man, definitely.
I just have to. Yeah, I have to agree to that, man. My soul snatcher is Haitian, and I was just like Ron.
Soul snatchers.
I'm telling you, I came because at back home, it's just what it is. Darker skinned men, we try to shoot for women like Ron color. I was in. I used to live in Baton Rouge, New Orleans. My ex, all my exes were light skinned. None of them was dark skinned like me.
Yeah.
So I came out here with the same mindset. Like that's what I'm attracted to. That's what I like. Light skin and thick. And man, I'm gonna tell you, since I had
take my check.
Look, man. She set the standard so high that now I just get irritated with everybody else. Like that's just real talk.
Yeah.
Like I just get irritated with everybody because she set the standard so high. I never have to tell her to do anything. It just happened. So Ron is 100 on that, man. These Haitian sisters out here, they treat men real good.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah.
So I was with two Haitian women while I was down there. Like you said, very, very beautiful. I know, Rona, you made a video about the white guys. You do see that a lot. So
white guys love Haitians,
especially on the strip. A lot of them kind of hang around like the certain bar where the white guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kind of assume. Obviously, the brothers kind of, like you said with the colorism thing, they kind of go for more the lighter skinned women. So I know I seen one girl. This is like my last night. So I'm like, I need something good. So I'm like, there was already a Haitian chick I was already messed with it prior, and I was like, I'm probably gonna take her. But there was one beautiful. I looked, I'm like, I called her over. I was like, I have to have that. That was like the best looking woman I've seen so far. Beautiful curly hair, like the features, the lips, everything. And she was like so nice. We actually had a good time. We went to the club over at the casino. It was jumping in there. We was dancing, and like some of the mangoes, they like to try to last minute charge you for the time and everything. I've heard the stories about that.
Yeah.
Electric bill.
But she exactly. So she didn't. Yeah, exactly. Electric bill. So she didn't do that. And she actually ended up staying the night, but I didn't have to pay like the whole night fee, which was cool. We just had the chemistry. And that's why I like.
She liked you, just like Sarge says, different prices, different people. She might like Sarge because Sarge's 6'7". You know what I'm saying? She might like. Look, I'm just saying, women like different things. I heard Unc Jay say that before. Unc Jay got light eyes. She might like Unc Jay's eyes. You don't know what she might like. Something about Ryan or Rob, me, or whatever.
Right.
People like what they like, and we're not gonna pay the same thing.
No, and I try to go with chemistry. I definitely try to, like, when I pick. Like I was saying on a different live, the first maybe few days, I was just going crazy, and I was just, you know, whatever, picking. But I realized, like, you know, when they start hitting you with leche, papi, leche, then
They
you
trying to
know,
rush you.
yeah, they try to rush you. I'm
That
like,
leche
nah, I don't
make
like
me weak when I hear my name saying you're leche. When they say it in that accent, they start asking for that leche. Oh, don't say leche. Ah, it's not picking night.
The show for to be over. You say that again.
Don't say leche. Don't say it. You say leche. Oh, I'm gone.
But I mean, the best encounters is when like the chemistry was there,
God.
you know.
Yeah.
And after I like picked that up and just kind of followed that formula, like every experience, like I go for chemistry. Obviously, attraction, she gotta be beautiful, but then the second most important thing is that chemistry. If it's there, then I know we're probably gonna have a good ass time. So
Real talk.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, because what happens, like a lot of the girls, man, they just trying to rush you and get to the next client, rush you to get to the next client. So
and they'll
you
be
got
back
to
on
be
the street.
careful. Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Some of them
But
be
real
right
quick,
back
can
on the
everyone
street.
shout out the channels, and we'll start with you, Sergeant. Shout out your channel, your social media, because I don't want to hold y'all too long.
Oh yeah, you good. Yeah, so my channel's called Sergeant Sosua. It's geared towards veterans moving abroad. I'm almost there, Ron. I'm almost there. I'm gonna start doing the interviews and stuff. I'll start posting information, medical information. I get a lot of those questions. How did I move? How did I bring my dog? How do you use your VA benefits here if you can? I'll start explaining that. I'm gonna start interviewing. I'm not gonna do a lot. I'm like Ron, like I'm not gonna be the person giving out a lot of the information. I'm gonna invite brothers to my platform to speak on what they're experts at. Just like we used to do in the military, right? Like everybody's not an expert at everything. So you go find a guy that's an expert and you let him speak on it. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Just check me out, Sergeant Sosua. My emails on my platform. You can reach me anytime. If you're a vet and you're thinking about moving abroad and probably saving your life and your peace of mind, definitely hit me up.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Oh, yeah, you know, RonintheTraveler. Cats know me, man. Just dropping game about YouTube and escaping the plantation. My whole thing, man, with making the channel was I went to Santo Domingo by myself and I couldn't believe it. And look, I was like that slave that got off the plantation had grew up in Alabama somewhere and end up in New York City, was like, wow, what in the hell? So I wanted other men to escape too. That's what my whole platform was about, man. And the thing that made my channel blow up was just telling the stories that I went through, and the cats start watching that like, wow, that's crazy. Some young dude, cap. But any dude that been in the DR know all of us got story times. All of us got piles of story times from the women you encounter. I just told it. I just told what actually happened, and that's helped to free other brothers. Now they doing it. Like we all just look. We just ladders, man. We helping each other climb up higher. So that's what my whole platform was about, man.
Go ahead, Rob.
Well, like I said, first and foremost, appreciate you putting me on this panel. Like I said, I'm still getting my feet wet with this YouTube stuff. But like I said, I just opened my channel about a week or two ago. It's at Brothers Abroad. Talk about everything. Like I said, it's about travel, but it's also just about life in general. I mean, I talk about trying to get your finances right. Talk about relationships, family, a lot of stuff. I kind of like, it ain't nothing that's really that I don't really talk about for the most part. So on that panel, on that channel, that's pretty much what's going on, whatever. I got a couple videos coming up down the pipeline. So keep a lookout for that. But I'll probably be doing the lives eventually too. But right now, like I said, I'm just getting my feet wet with all this, like I said, because Ronan as well as Sarge is like, man, if you don't get that damn channel together. I was like, all right, man, I'm working on it. So now I got that in order now. So I'm in the process of getting everything in order. But yeah, it's a lot of videos I got coming down the pipeline and stuff that I think a lot of brothers in here are going to be able to relate to.
Yeah, man, put that channel out, man. Let me tell you, man, they only get better. Dude, let me tell you, I'm getting so many offers now from sponsors. They send me liquor. They send me things. I'm telling you, man, this is just free money. You can get the bag if we work together. This is the way. So I'm always on brothers about their channels. Any dude who know me personally got my number. Hey man, start your channel. Do this right here, because I don't care if you're talking about travel or you're talking about letters. You know, there's an audience for it. Look, I watched something the other day, man. A brother had a video just combing dandruff out his hair. It was disgusting. Had millions of views. So people watch you do anything. So we moving into the new world, bro. You don't work with your hands anymore. You work with your mind. This is the way. So I'm gonna leave it like that.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Shout out to all the brothers on the panel, man. Oh, y'all cool. Oh, y'all cool. My channel is Vacation Time with Ryan. I just started YouTube like 3-4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship, so I thought my channel would have been boring, me in a relationship. So once I got out, I'm like, all right, I'm really about to try this YouTube stuff out. So yeah, it's been good so far. I got monetized recently, you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
So it's a blessing.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's good.
it. Yeah, so it's a blessing, man. I think I tell brothers too, just like Ronin said, I tell my boys, I'm like, why y'all don't start a YouTube, bro? Like, I got a homie doing real estate, I got a homie doing this and that. I'm like, bro, do a YouTube, man. There's audiences for that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So y'all catch me at Vacation Time with Ryan. That's it.
Yeah. And I post everyone's link is down in the description as well, so you guys can just click their channels below. Go ahead, Devontae.
So I actually just started my channel like literally a few days ago. But I actually got a video. But the name of my channel is called Gents on the Go. So I think the videos I'm gonna be making is kind of like, we're just gonna keep it simple. I know a lot of guys kind of ran into, like my situation first day, not knowing about the international thing on your card or, SIM card and just like basic things I want to be making like videos about. Obviously, I'm also a military vet as well. So I'm gonna be giving information about that because I did go to Puerto Plata and, get registered in their system, the medical facility and everything. So
Good.
I'm actually going to be moving to Puerto Plata next year.
Nice.
So
Good.
I'm going to be back in
Congratulations.
DR. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to be back in DR in January. But I'm actually going to be moving there, living there and everything like that. So yeah, my channel is going to be kind of going into the basic things because I know a lot of brothers, they see the videos of guys traveling and everything like that, but how does he do this? How does he do that? Like what?
Exactly.
Like some guys don't even know how to book a flight. I'm
Yeah.
covering that stuff. So yeah, just kind of doing the basics and obviously just like Sarge said about bringing guys from different expertise. I know he knows a lot more about the veteran benefits and everything like that. So I definitely want to do some type of video and we can definitely discuss that for the vets.
And that's why y'all need to do a show together right there. That's what you and Sarge need to do a show, man. Tell them we a network. Just keep that in your mind.
Exactly. Like
we
BET.
are our own network,
And
Negro News Network,
and real quick, man, the diversity on these panels, we talk about all the time, even the age diversity. We got brothers, we got the young brothers in their 20s. Like most of the OGs on here, we have kids their age.
Yeah,
but they're doing, and like I told Cam attested this. I said, y'all are light years ahead of where most of us were at that age. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about how they're traveling, how they're making their money, how they move around. They're light years ahead of us. So to have somebody my son's age that's doing this, and then have somebody older, some of the OGs that's even older than Ron and myself. The diversity and that much knowledge is amazing, and it has to be tapped into. Stop treating these young brothers like they don't know nothing. Like Cam helped me fix my camera. Nobody else on the panel said nothing when my camera was broke. None of the OGs. Cam's like, do this, Sarge, you good. You see what I'm saying? So
Cam, we were making fun of Cam last night. I said, Cam the smartest one of all of us. Hey man, you said look. I be on that drunk. Cam, hey man, you ain't saying that right. Cam the smartest one out of all of us, man. That's the real look. Everybody got a role to play.
Everybody
play
has
your
a
role.
Exactly.
Play your role. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I want to say about the age thing, like once you get down there and you start meeting brothers, and they they get to know a chance to know you, because I know like a lot of guys, like they look at me like, damn, you look young, but I got a baby face. But then again, it's like I've been
Devontae,
through
you
a lot of stuff.
26.
I'm
Right?
26, but
Yeah,
yeah,
dog,
I look
you're
younger than
younger,
that
dog.
though. You know what I'm saying? I look younger than that, because a lot of even the Dominicans.
I got some
like,
Jordans older than you, big dog.
I got a credit card older than him.
Right. So even when the brothers saw, like the older brothers, when they saw how I moved and how I start picking up stuff quick, and they were like, oh yeah, we gonna rock with him. So I got guys, I was hanging out with, and we just kind of hung out with, just those days, and they seen how I moved. They're like, yeah, okay, he get it.
Yeah.
So it's just a mentality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But real quick, before we guys go, I know, Ronan, when are you going back to DR?
I go back to doctor. Just look, man. I showed y'all last night.
Yeah, you
Man,
got
nobody want to see no
I
busted
got the
chains.
air Ronan.
Release me, man.
Okay.
I got the look. I gotta wear this. But I go back next month, man, and I'm gonna be
in Sosua for Halloween?
Yeah, my house is outside of Sosua, man, and so I'm gonna be there and in Santo Domingo, because I'm trying to close on a place right now in Piantini, and I'm gonna stay in it sometime, but I'm gonna put it on Airbnb, and so I go back next month. I don't know what day I'll be back yet, because I'm still dealing with stuff with my dad dying.
Okay.
Look, men, make sure you have a wheel. My dad didn't have a wheel, and he had a lot of resources, so now. Ninjas, man. They start fighting over the smallest stuff.
Yep.
So look, I'm his junior. So now people looking at me. I got my sister, and he had 2 other kids, and they all looking at me like, Junior, just what we want out of the properties. And my dad left a lot of stuff. He was married. So I'm sitting there on one side, my stepmom on one side. We trying to negotiate. This was holding me up right now. I would have been back in the DR, and look, I have 2 families in the DR on the North Coast, and I got a family in the North and the South. So I'm trying to get back. I don't like America like that, but after that, man, I should be back in DR next month.
Okay.
Then November I'll be in Panama, and then December I think I will spend. I should be in Colombia.
Me too.
I spend Christmas in Colombia, man. So I'm gonna announce it all. We all get together, whatever. But man, DR is the spot. DR is awesome. So I'm glad you about to move to Puerto Plata. I see Sarge in them sometime, but I've been coming back a lot because of my foot and my dad. But after this, I don't have to come back. Boy, we're gonna do some major things. I'm looking at a spot right now in Santo Domingo and a spot in Sosua to make a studio. I want the brothers to be able to come to the studio. We could do live recording. Man, we about to do some big things, man. Y'all be able to shoot y'all videos there. I just ordered a brand new camera. Man, it's gonna be. I'm talking about professional cameras. You gotta have a studio, man. We linking up. We about to take over the game, man.
Wow.
The NNN, the Negro News Network. we take it over. So yeah, man. That's all I gotta say.
Ryan, when you heading back?
Man, I think I'm gonna go in December. Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I'm trying to get to Costa Rica, man. Probably November, Costa Rica.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to check out Costa Rica.
Bro, you live in Florida, right?
Who, me? No, I'm in Philly.
Okay, you in Philly.
Man, you don't hear that accent?
Oh, about to say, you don't hear that accent?
I knew he was from up north. I thought he lived.
Brother Rod, look, Brother Rod don't say Santo Domingo. He hit that Philly. Santo Domingos. Shout out to Brother Rod.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in Sosua for Flip's Halloween party. Sarge's gonna be over there. Ronan possibly.
Oh, I'm gonna be there. Definitely.
You'll be there. Okay, so us three will be there. And then I'll be in Colombia the next week for Halloween with Uncle Jay, with Kobe, with Miguel. So I'm doing back to back.
Oh, you going back to back?
And in December, I think I'm gonna do 2 weeks from Christmas to New Year's, like that whole 2 weeks of holiday. I'm gonna do in Colombia. So I'll be moving around Bogota, Cartagena, and Medellin.
I want to link up with you because man, I'm going to be there. I want to link up with you definitely.
Yeah. We'll get together soon, man. But hey, man, take some time back. Get your Saturdays. You guys were up late yesterday, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's college football. Thank you guys, man. Again. Subscribe to everyone's channel. It's all in the description. You'll see more lives. Ryan damn near streams every day. So check out Ryan's. Check out everybody's and make sure you guys like and subscribe, man.
All right, brothers.
We out.
Yeah.
Peace. How do I even do this? There we go.
Hey, man, it's your first one, man. You got it. You got it, man. That's it, man. You got it, man.